Welcome back to Southeast Iowa Live Community Profiles. My name is Giovanni Cornell, and we are powered by KCTC. We're here today to talk about the farmers market with Market Max and Deana. Welcome to the show. You've been here before. But
Yep. Thanks for having us.
yes. And, talking about the farmers market. It's it's springtime. What can you say about how it's been and upcoming farmers market things?
Go ahead, Max.
We have like a lot of new vendors, just a whole bunch of new vendors. We have a lot of new people. We still have some from last year, and yeah, it's going really good. It was actually really busy last Thursday. So.
Yeah, we had a really good turnout for the very first market. We are implementing a new system with Deb, our vendor coordinator, and she's working on getting a map that we have implemented. And so we're trying to space people out and give them a certain amount because we've actually had a really good influx of new vendors. And it's kind of a puzzle trying to see because some of the veggie vendors aren't there yet, and sometimes people come at the beginning, not the end. So we're kind of playing a new game of just trying to get everybody in their same spots and get everybody fit in because we have a lot of new ones this year.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And the market takes place downtown in the square. Can you tell when it is and what time it goes through?
So you can start setting up at 3, for vendors who want to set up, and so then you'll just come up to the information table, talk to them, they'll find your spot. Then where you can start selling is at 5. You can't sell before 5, so at 5 basically, and then it goes to like 7:30.
Yep, 7:30.
7:30.
So it's on Thursday nights.
Thursday night.
Yep, starting last week, and it goes through October 1st is our last one. And there is no off weeks or anything like that, so we're excited about having a very fun-filled summer, 21 weeks of the market.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's been going on for a while. Do you know how long, what market this is, how many years it's been?
I think this is 37 or 38. I'll have to double check on that one. But yeah, it's been quite a while. Bob's the one that started, Bob Shepard. We call him Market Master. He's the one that rings the bell up at the start and gives a little info of who's new or what's something to go check out or our special guests for the evening. And so he started it, and then there was a group of us ladies about 9 years ago now, 8-9 years ago, that hopped in and wanted to see it grow, and we have got it going pretty darn good. So there's a whole group of us that make this possible. It is not 1 or 2, it is about 9 to 10 of us that make it possible. So, and all volunteer based. That's the part that's pretty awesome, is every week we have volunteers that come help set up, stay at the info table, and then help tear down. Some of us are on the media side of things, so we're going around doing the pictures. We're there, but we're never actually at the information table. Some are doing like the Deb. She's never at the information table. She's running around doing all the back end office stuff of vendors. Bob's the one that sets everything up for us the night before, getting all the signs out and stuff like that. So it just takes a whole crew of us. We are going to bring back like the salsa contest this year, so a couple of them are taking that on. So yeah, we're really awesome. We have an awesome team.
Awesome. And is there any recommendations food wise you would recommend to people going to the market?
Do you want to hit a couple of your favorites?
I do. Like the Cheryl's Ice Cream Shack, which is one of our food trucks that comes pretty often. They have really good ice cream.
Yep. So with that, we have 3 large food truck spots. So what Max is talking about is Cheryl's one of them. We have one on the north side, one on the east side, and one on the south side. We used to have 2 on the north that got a little crazy and busy, so we wanted to open up that handicap parking spot again. So we spread them out a little bit more, and that worked out good. There's anything from the pizza on the farm, Stonewall Pizza. There's donuts. There's barbecue. There's all sorts of fun things like that. A new one this year is going to be Bloom. They're from Williamsburg, and it is an acai bowl truck. So we're super excited about them. They're coming a little bit later in the summer and a lot in the fall. But for vendors on the inside, we have lots of other food trucks or food vendors inside to have dinner options. They're there every week. So we encourage you guys to support them also. It's kind of fun to hit like, oh, pizza's here tonight, like something different. For favorites, I had, what you call it? Cinnablue. So it's cinnamon blueberry croissant. But it was like a massive croissant, and it was awesome.
Oh, I saw that
It lasted
one.
2 days at our house. So like something like that that's just fun. It's a sourdough croissant. So like it's something fun and different, you'll usually find Max at the popcorn booth. He's a
I
heavy
helped
hitter
there.
at the popcorn booth. Yep. So the different ones like that. There's some really good lemonade. What's one of your other favorite ones? Lori has these cookies and cupcakes and things, and the time she takes into the detail. I think I might have shared one that was her cupcake, or maybe not yet, the cupcake, and she had made like a frosting taco on top of it, like just the cutest detail that she goes into it. So that's something that's really cool, is the details and the little things that go in for these smaller vendors like that compared to like a big box store. They really put their heart and soul into their product, so it's really fun to see.
Awesome. Food sounds delicious.
It is.
I will say, me personally, I don't have much of a sweet tooth. What recommendation you have for someone who want to veer from those type of sweets? Anything?
More sweets, yep. We will have,
The donut truck.
oh yeah, the donut truck is really good. There's always
Like buckets of donuts. Yeah.
Yep, buckets of donuts. Yeah. There is, like I said, Lori with her desserts. There's one gal that comes. She has these cookies that are massive that have like stuff shoved inside the cookies. Like, I don't know how she bakes
Those
them
are
that way.
good.
Those are good.
Those are good.
The cinnamon rolls. The cinnamon rolls that are like there's just espresso ones that are really good. Just kind of like every booth has got a little something different. Sometimes there's really cute kids that are selling cookies up at the market. So that's kind of fun, is when they come, and what's fun to see is more kids coming out and supporting their dream of being an entrepreneur, raising a little money to do something fun.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of that, we do have a kids' day. So kids can set up for free, is it?
Yeah, there's one day in June. It should be on our social media. It'll be boosted up more towards June. They can set up for free. There's 10 spots around the fountain that we'll give to the kids, and it's a small card table, like a 4x4. And then you can sell stuff that you bake, make, or grow. So we want to kind of keep pushing those kids to keep being entrepreneurs.
That's awesome. Has that been running a thing, or is it more happening
It was-
as the years go by?
This is
We
our
start,
second
like,
year.
last year,
Yep, this is
yeah.
our second year where we're calling it a kids' day. We'll have come up to the information table. We'll have the like a scavenger hunt. So then you got to go around and kind of find these booths, and it'll be kind of like, finding the needle in the haystack type thing with each vendor. It might have something that you got to go mark down. So kind of doing a little scavenger hunt. There'll be activities to do for kids. We're kind of toying around the idea of having some sort of token that kids could come and get their free book. We can talk about that too, in the free books. Then we can have them to have a token where they can go around and see where they'd like to spend it at, whether it be a small cookie at one vendor, making a keychain at another vendor, maybe a smaller cotton candy, maybe something like that. The balloon guy did us last year, so all the kids got free balloons. So our market just took care of that bill for the whole night. So that's really cool stuff like that, where it's all about the kids and family.
Awesome. So talk about Market Max and the interviews he does. Can you tell me a little bit about that and how it comes about?
So I've been doing it for 3 or 4 years.
This will be your fourth year. Yep.
4th year. So what we do is we go around and we find people, and then usually new people at the very first few times, and then we interview them. We ask them what their business name is, what they sell, how they make it or bake it or grow it, or just kind of the whole thing,
Yeah.
like walking through the process of getting it.
Yep.
So
If you've been in any other markets,
how
their
long
favorite-
have they been there? Favorite part, yeah.
Yep, just kind of getting to know the new vendor, and we figured out it helps the algorithm on Facebook if you go live. So we figured that out, and I don't really want to be doing it every week, and Max stepped up, and he's been doing a great job at it. He even has his own merch on our information
Yeah.
table for Market Max t-shirts.
And who coined the name Market Max? Who came up with it?
I don't even remember if it might have been my mom or Connie, even maybe.
I feel like it was Connie.
I feel like it might have been Connie. Connie
Yeah.
Goodwin's one of our really good helpers, and so it just stuck, and yeah.
Are you getting more used to it now? It's like more of a flow. Been doing it for this many years.
Yeah.
We got fancy new microphones this year, so
Oh yeah.
they're pretty fancy. So we're pretty excited about that.
Do people ever recognize you after your interviews? You ever stop to give an autograph?
Yeah, when I went to school the next day, they all said Market Max. So yeah, they do sometimes.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So you brought it up before, but the free books
Yeah.
you were talking about, could you elaborate more?
Yeah, we've been doing a book program that I feel like my goal was to get more people to come downtown with their families and stay downtown. We were seeing a big trend of people coming down to the market at 5, grabbing their stuff and leaving. We're trying to figure out how can we get them to stay longer and hang out. And so I had suggested, I'm like, let's give away something free to kids, man. Everybody loves that. So we have a sponsor for each week, and we give away books. We did the first year, we did 100 and ran out. We did 150 the next year, ran out. We did 200, we ran out. We did 200 last year, and we weren't running out as much. So we backed it down to 150 this year just so we could help bring the cost back down.
And we sold out like at 6 p.m., which is like
gave away.
almost even. Gave away at 6 p.m. I
Yeah,
always get that
6:03
messed
was
up.
when we ran out of books this last week. And so that's something that we're trying to find a sponsor maybe that could just kind of take us where we could get like an extra 50 for the summer months. But it's just books have gotten so expensive. So trying to figure that out. So if anybody would like to be a sponsor for that, that'd be awesome. But we started it to just get people to come downtown. And if you walk around and look in the market, it's fun to see families, kids sitting on benches reading. And we're not a big tablet computer family at our house. And so we love books. And it's fun to look around the park and see kids not on phones, devices, tablets. They're reading books. So that's something that's really good. We got a new name this year. Do you remember what it is?
No.
The Little Market Bookworms.
Club. Yep.
Little Market Bookworms Club. So changing up the names. Used to be Farm Fables. So we just switched the name up this year.
And that was just for more wider
Just
appeal?
a little different, yeah.
Okay.
Yep. We like bookworms. What kind of bookworms at our house?
That's
Yeah.
awesome. Is any other similar programs you have like that
No,
or in the works?
we were actually the first in the state of Iowa to do that. And Bob went up to the state, I think 2 years ago, was telling him about it. Then last year, I think, was the bigger year where they're all like, okay, how are you doing this? And so we sent him along information to share with others and kind of like, here's our flyer that we hand out. Here's where we get our books from. Here's where, to keep your eyes out on this. Here's what's worked for us. Make it work at your market because it's awesome. Every kid needs them. So.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Speak about the farmers market and you both being there. How long have you been associated with the farmers market?
I've been helping since we started that 8 or 9 years ago. I think this is my 9th season of helping.
I don't know how long I've been there. I think as long as you've
You
done
just
it.
came along.
Do you remember
you've
your
always-
first? Do you remember
just-
your first farmers market?
Not the same as what it was.
Yeah,
as what it is
I think
now.
you were about
It's
4
really
or 5 when you
gotten
started
bigger.
coming along. But there's a community of us that have kids that just kind of come along. They all help. Then everybody keeps tabs on them to make sure they're all good. And yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
so it's really good that way.
Yeah, you speak about the importance of getting like youth involved and growing up with it and having fond memories of it. Down the line they still want to be involved with it.
Yep, that's one of the reasons why I got so heavily involved at the very beginning. My grandma Phyllis was a very active member that would come to the farmers market to sell cookies and nuts. So we would help her dig out all the nuts out of the shells, package everything up, and then we would come with her to sell. So that was a fun memory of mine. Then when I would say probably 12 years ago or so, I'd gone to the market and had gotten down to just one of the triangles. And I was like, my goodness, this isn't what it used to be. What are we missing? And so you just started to see this little, like, it was just kind of slowly getting smaller. And I just did not want that to happen. It was so important. And I know Bob's worked really hard on it. And I was like, what could we add to this to make it even better? And so it's taken a while. And we've gotten there, though. We're pretty excited about it.
It's awesome. And I'd be remiss not to mention little brother, Downtown Deacon. His videos are being uploaded. What can you say about that and how he's doing?
So he does like one vendor interviews. So that's how it's kind of different from mine. He does one vendor interviews. He does mostly the same questions, and then she comes along and edits them. Like takes a couple days.
Yeah, we there was one market, not last year, but the year before. It was the very last one. I think he was gone, and I was like, "What could go wrong? I'll have my then 6-year-old go live on Facebook." And that really wasn't a wise choice. He did pretty good, but the microphone, he was just like twisting the foam thing, and it was just like the whole time, and he was swinging it around. I'm like, okay, so live is not his forte. So thinking of that for the next year then. So then last year we started it, but we just did a couple here and there. So this year he's like anything that Max does, he wants to do. So we did 3 interviews last week. So we have 1 posted so far. And I think
2 more coming.
the wood guy that's got the canes and stuff like that. So you guys can look at our social media for that. So he goes around and asks them, and so I'll have to like stop the video, start it, and tell him like what question to ask, or like here's another good question. And sometimes did you ask him his name or business name might be clear at the end of all my recordings, so I got to move it clear to the front, and just kind of mix it around, but it works out good.
Seems like he's happy to do it.
He loves it.
He wanted to be involved, really spearheaded it.
Yep. So live is not for Deacon. Pre-recorded is perfect. But he really does a good job, and he's very proud of it. And if he's speaking and he's not holding the microphone, he'll stop, put it back up, and re-ask the question. So he knows how it works. So he's pretty darn good.
That's really awesome.
Yeah.
Any crossovers with Market Max in the works, or they were just totally separate?
That's a good idea.
That's an idea.
I like that idea.
We should.
We could. Could be a little scary. We could wing it though.
In the heart of rural Iowa, where community matters most, the connections we make are made to last. Meet KCTC, your hometown internet, phone, and TV provider. At KCTC, we're not just about technology, we're about people. Our dedicated team are your neighbors, committed to bringing you top-tier services right where you live. We believe in giving back to the community that raised us. Experience the power of a real connection with KCTC. Join us in building a stronger, more connected Southeast Iowa.
At Seafirst Credit Union, we're all about making connections, like how we connect you to that dream vacation with a savings account designed to help get you on the flight there. Connect with Seafirst today and see why together is better.
At WCHC, our goal is to take great care of our patients and our staff.
We are able to approach you, take care of your issues, but also give you a path, as far as referrals or treating you right then and there.
Our role in the community is taking care of something that matters to everyone. It's their family and their health.
More than you expect for your health care.
Bring the kids and share the memories at the 2026 Midwest Old Threshers Reunion. Experience the sights, sounds, and traditions of steam engines, antique cars and trucks, tractors, and more. First visit or a family tradition. Enjoy home-style food, the excitement of an Old West shootout, and nightly entertainment. For generations, this is where memories are made. Celebrate history and make new memories at the Midwest Old Threshers Reunion, September 3rd through 7th in Mount Pleasant, Iowa. Visit oldthreshers.com for more details.
The shirt earlier. I really like it. Who designed the shirt, and where is it available?
So my grandma did it, and yeah, she designed this. She is an artist, so she designed this. You can
get them at the table.
We do have different designs. I don't think we have a new design this year.
Nope. So we've got a couple of our market shirts we've had over the years. We try to change the design every 1 to 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
This year's not one that we changed. And so we have our pink shirts that we wear for market, but we can put that logo on other colored shirts. The pink shirts are us volunteers.
Mm-hmm.
So you can find us really easy. Then we have a Market Max one. Yep. My mom's an artist. And so she drew this up. She's done a lot of our designs. So she drew that one up. And yeah, she did a pretty darn good job. Mm-hmm. So there's lots of different options that way up there. I think on the table, they don't always have a ton out because the wind, like last week, the wind and the fountain was just spraying all the volunteers. And so you can always ask, like, do you have this thing? And all this stuff is saved, so we can always get it on any color or any size of shirt. So you just let one of the volunteers know.
I mean, speaking of weather, how was the weather for the market space?
It was perfect.
It was perfect. I think this
despite the wind and all the
wind was a little wild, but it was perfect. And what's really cool is it could be 95 degrees outside, and when you're underneath the trees, and then other vendors that maybe be in the sun, they usually have a tent. It's not that bad.
Feels like it's 70 something.
Yeah, it's not bad at all. And I am a princess when it comes to heat, and I don't think it's that bad. Like, it's sweaty, but it's not scorching hot. So we are very blessed to have the beautiful park and the parks department that takes care of that park for us, and the beautiful bathrooms, facilities. Mm-hmm. Some new things that we added last year was our market and Main Street, and a couple of our board members donated in honor of for new picnic tables. We had 4 new picnic tables that we brought to the park last year to help. So that helps take care of, I think, a little bit of budget from the city. We're able to help with that. The trash cans got replaced this year with new ones.
I got 3 new ones.
3 or 4 new ones. And so our market took care of that. So that's how we kind of give back.
I heard they're going to order some more.
Are they?
Yeah.
That's something that is fun to see. People kind of ask, like, where do you collect your money? Where does it go? What are you using towards your money? And that's something we were very transparent about, especially at our like information meeting for vendors. We don't collect a lot of dues. It's $5 for a table and $10 for electric. So it's very minimal because we want people to be successful. We're literally doing just this for a community outreach project. Come gather. And so the money that we do get in, we put it towards stuff like that. We are able to help purchase a tree this year. We lost one of our longtime vendors. He passed away this last year. And Jim, he was the honeybee guy. If you'd see him in the market, he wasn't wearing shoes ever. And he was the nicest guy with the biggest smile and I think the best honey. Just he was so nice. And so he passed away this year. So we're actually going to purchase one of the trees. They had to take down 2 trees this winter. So we're going to purchase one in honor of him. And we'll put a little plaque there with it. So,
awesome.
Yep.
How many vendors would you say is usually typical for a farmer's market to be involved with?
So we had like 80 something spots. Could it be?
I think in total, I think I saw it up to like 92. She'd marked them out. I feel like there was like about 92, 94 or so.
At the
We had a few floater spots for opens. We try to put everybody back in their semi where they were last year. With this new map and new system, we wanted people to, apply online and then they can pay for the full year. So that would get you in at the beginning. You get your spot. You get to have a little say more of what your spot is. If someone isn't already there, that's a longtime vet that's already paid their dues, like that type of thing. We're not going to kick anybody out, but kind of get everything lined up so it's just easier for Deb and for everybody to know at 3:00, you've already paid. You don't even have to come see us at the information table. Go sit up. So trying to make that streamlined for everybody. So I want to say but some didn't come last week. Some did. It's pretty full. I wouldn't know if there had been about 65 vendors or so last week, 60, 65 vendors. But there was quite a few new ones. So it was really cool to see that.
Awesome. Speaking of the consistency, how many would you say always come back year after year? Like the amount of you would see?
Quite a few.
Yeah.
I
don't want to over guess, but like I would at least say 80%. Like there's vendors that have been there since day one with Bob. So Gerald's one of those, right?
Yeah.
Gerald's are on the east side. He's the guy that has tables full of produce, and he even has all the starter plants like crazy and flowers. Like he's never not there. And he's, again, always got a smile on his face. And he's a little bit of an older gentleman that I don't know how much longer he'll be doing it for. And I pray that he does it a lot more because he's one of our OGs that's been there forever. And yeah, I'd say there's a big crowd that stay and come every year.
Sounds like they've been staples.
Any
other staples you could mention that have just been there since day one?
There's like Gabby and her corn. Gabby has a booth that has the corn cobs on a stick, and she has it with mayo and what's the paprika on top, and you can get it with cheese or whatever on top. That's a staple one. Everybody's walking around with a corn cob. There's popcorn, Bill and Cindy.
They actually started with funnel cakes.
Oh, they did.
Yeah.
So Bill and Cindy are there. They've been there forever. What else you got? I'm trying to like go around mentally around the park. Like Golden Delight Bakery, they're usually not here the first week or two. They usually kind of wait till, I think it's till June they come or something like that. So they'll probably be here maybe in the next week or two. But they're a staple. They always have a massive spread.
Huge line. Yeah.
They have Miller's is a good one. They do
homegrown beef,
and they have, not only you can purchase beef and stuff like that from them, you can also eat there with them, and they're cooking and grilling, and theirs is wonderful. We have the Guzmans. They always have the burgers that are the flattest burgers you've ever seen, and you think they're not really going to be great, and then you have one, and it is the best burger ever. It's got all the spices and all the good stuff in it, and it comes loaded with all the stuff on it. That's good. We have Carmen's from Columbus Junction. They're over on the west side, so they always have a good spread. Then we have a new one. I can't remember the name. We have a new one on the east side. I don't think they didn't have a line all night. So yeah. Jane Cruz does her bread. She has the Ezekiel bread that we love. Cinnamon, cherry, all the things. Anything else?
I think so.
One of the new ones I was going to mention too this year is we have sharpening. The sharpening guys
He
back.
came
and
a little bit last year.
A little bit
at
last
the very
year,
end.
and so now he's going to try to come back consistently. And
So he sharpens like knives and so cooking knives. He sharpens scissors. So
gardening tools, all that sort of
gardening
stuff.
tools,
So
yeah.
it's like JW sharpening. I'm trying to figure.
Yeah, I think it was
JW sharpening. He's on the south side, so by the library. So you can drop stuff off, go shop, come back and pick it up when you're done. So that one's a fun one.
And he does it right there also.
Yeah.
You can watch him.
Yeah, it's just really cool.
Yeah,
to
you
see
can
that.
watch him.
2 new ones that we have. One was last year and one's first this year, but they're friends from Iowa City.
Mhm.
We have the microgreens. If you guys have had those last year at all, did you ever try those at all? Anybody? I know it looks scary, but they're awesome. So he comes and he has a spread with these huge trays. He does it every week. He makes 52 weeks a year. He's making these trays, and you can go up and say, "I'd like to try the cantaloupe," and they're little green microgreens, and he snips it off, and you eat it, and you're like, "Why do I?"
And
taste
they're like
cantaloupe?
because they're actually little cantaloupe sprouts.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's just totally cool how it's like you put it in your mouth, like I feel like I'm eating grass, but it's cantaloupe. So he'll have red radish and all these different flavors.
I think
Usually
the
varies a little
radish
bit.
is my favorite.
Yeah,
Red
and
radish.
It's surprising that like Deacon will come. I mean, he eats really good anyways, but he'll come and he'll buy a box and he will just sit there and pound greens down while he's at the market instead of cookies. I'm like, hey, I'm all for that. But that one's a fun one. So he came from Iowa City, and then he has a friend, and they do the noodles. So they make homemade noodles in Iowa City and sauces. So it's kind of fun to see. They have a good social media where you can kind of watch them actually make their noodles, and like when the spirals out and he slices it off and more spirals out and slice. So it's kind of a cool way to show how they physically make it. So they're new this year, and that's kind of a good little pair because you can make a good pasta and then throw a little microgreens on top to get a little extra flavor. So
I think you put microgreens on your scrambled eggs.
oh yeah,
Don't you?
eggs, everything. You can put it on instead of lettuce. Put it on for anything that's lettuce.
Mhm.
So yeah.
Sounds like a wonderful variety. Do you two make it a point to visit every booth or try everything?
So with my goal used to be like 9 years ago to not last year was to go to every single booth every single week, take a picture of something at their booth and post it every week. Got a little stressful. So this last year, Sam is Main Street. So we're actually under Main Street. So we're a Main Street program. Sam from Main Street helps us do the media. So she does a lot with that also to really helps balance out. So she goes and like, hey, I did the south side today. I got to go grab my daughter, and I'll start on the north side. So it's hit and miss on like, we can't get everybody. And a lot of times we've tried to not stress that we will not get everybody every week. There's just no physical way. So we try to see everybody, but we'll try to make a point to it. Usually my checkbook says I try to make a point to it because then I'm like, oh, sure, I'll buy something. Yeah. So, yep.
Well, Max, do you have a favorite vendor you like to go to?
Just popcorn booth.
They kind of took him under his wing when I was doing it, and he was little and he wasn't doing Market Max yet. He sat over there with them. So it was like a second set of grandparents for him. And so he just sits there and makes popcorn now. So Bill teases that Cindy doesn't even have to come along much anymore because he could just take her job. It's kind of fun.
Yeah, that's awesome. And you spoke of the media side of things. How is that going, and how have you been able to build that up over the years?
Well, we started out with building a social media page. I think we had a website maybe before. I'm not 100% sure on that side of it, but I think there was something linked up to the city. So we built a Facebook and an Instagram and started off with just pictures again, just trying to hit every single booth every week, trying to spread out the post. I tried to just make videos, things like that, but nothing with the live stuff. That helped a lot get our name out there. It's been amazing to see the growth just from media part of it. When we started Maxton doing the live stuff, that boosted up way more. That really helped a lot. The mixing now where we add in the reels, adding in Downtown Deacon, Sometimes like I'm not there and Sam will do a live for us. So it continues that algorithm boosting. She'll just do a live where she sets her camera up and then just lets it run live from the market. It's just kind of getting a variety of things to make sure that all aspects are getting hit, I guess you want to say. So it's been interesting to see what's worked, what's not worked. Last year, we actually had the awesome privilege to have the Muscatine market I want to say owners come, the guys that started it from over there. They have a brick and mortar store downtown. And I think they started at the market when they started market. Then they got their store because their market grew so much and their business grew so much. They were able to actually have a storefront. So that was awesome. They came over and visited us because of our media. They said, your market just looks like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Tell us what you're doing. We've seen Market Max. We would like to do something that we've tried lives and it's just not working. What do you do? You know, and then they love the book program. And so just teaching other markets like, hey, this is what works for us. Don't know if it'll work for you, but like, let's give it a shot. And so it's kind of interesting to see how markets can work together and see like, how can we all improve and just keep that local growth of going?
You ever get people that are like way out of town that just came to check out the market? You know, I never said like, you know, I saw something, I just wanted to check it out.
So
I don't know if I've had anybody, I guess I haven't asked people like where they're from or anything like that. Muscatine, I feel like that was just fun because it was like, hey, we're the market guys from Muscatine. I'm like, oh my gosh, how awesome. So I feel like people that are out of town, if anybody's visiting in the summertime, like I have a sister from out of town and I'm like, you have to make sure you're in town on a Thursday. So you have to come. Your kids will just love this market. So I think more people are coming with family when they're visiting from out of town. And it seems like that's actually the recurring statement of, I told them they had to be here on Thursday because you have to come to the market. So.
Awesome. So at Thursdays, has that always been the day farmers, and how come?
That's just the day that Bob started with. It's always been Thursdays. I think it used to maybe be, I think it very first
Saturdays?
started, nope, always Thursdays, but I think it started maybe out at the fairgrounds or whatnot. Don't quote me 100% on that, but I feel like I remember that being said at some point, and then it came downtown because of the trees kind of coverage and stuff like that. So
yeah.
That's awesome. And we spoke a little bit before about new vendors, but is there any other new vendors you'd like to highlight or, you know, coming to the farmers market?
there's just lots of new vendors. So I would just highly suggest you guys come down on Thursday, come see us. We start at 5, do a lap, point out where you want to go. And there are maps available up there. So if you want to grab a map, you can always mark the ones that you want to go back to, make sure you see them. But yeah.
Pink shirts
If you need help, and just come on down and help support local.
It's awesome. Yeah, that'd be everything I have that I wanted to ask. Is there anything else you'd like to add that I didn't touch upon?
No, I think we're pretty good. We kind of hit all the points. Look out for our social media on our Kids Day that's coming up in June. Our salsa contest will be in the fall later. And yeah, bring your families up and come enjoy the market.
Awesome. Well, thank you for both being here to promote the farmers market.
Thank you.